Join the crew as a member of the Onyx Key for exclusive members-only messages, redirections, and content. We already have a bunch of videos live with some familiar topics as well as new questions, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx Key. Make sure you hit the join button to go deeper down this experience with me. Hey family, so we're back with another Taste of Temptation reading. We are still using the candied apples as we look at who's obsessed with your seductive energy and has a secret crush on you. Now this is labeled 18 plus because it's essentially an 18 plus secret admirer reading, just due to the nature of the fixation, right? So we're going to lead with that energy where it makes sense. And I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to go ahead and hold the thumbnail up so you can choose your piles. Pile number 1 is the Rainbow Sprinkles Candy Apple. Pile number 2 is the Dark Red Candy Apple. Pile number 3 is the Coconut Snowflake Taffy Apple. And then pile number 4 is the Hard Red Christmas Candy Apple. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, my Rainbow Sprinkles Candy Apple. Let's take a look at who's obsessed with your seductive energy and has a secret crush on you. So I'm gonna go shuffle and I'll get a card for you. Let's see, for my pile number 1. Interesting. So there's 2 sides already, okay? And as always, you can be both. The person that's fixated on your energy, they're doing that because they feel like your energy is like once in a lifetime, like something about you, and whether they see you as just really compatible or if it's just the level of attraction they feel towards you. It's like blue moon energy. It's not very common, okay? That's how they're experiencing you. The other side is where the person that is fixated on you or obsessed, you would be very, very shocked, okay? You would be surprised because it's something about this energy is rare. It doesn't feel bad. It's almost like you would be pleasantly surprised and very uplifted in terms of your confidence. Now, a third energy did slip in, and it's where this person's really flabbergasted and just shocked at you in general. It's not bad. It's just striking. The energy you're giving off to this person is very striking. It's like they can't look away. They fixate on you because they're just so amazed, so intrigued, so curious. So let me see what else we've got here so we can keep on going. Tell me more about my pile number 1. It's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio. Okay. Some of you, I'll be honest, where this isn't new energy in someone that's admiring you because it's new. It's someone that kind of can't quite let your energy go. Whether it's an ex or someone you just had any formal relations with, like there's a sensual edge of they're hoping you can let go of whatever negative energy you have towards them, whatever negative feelings you have towards them, whatever negative perspective you have of them. And they're thinking it's a long shot, right? But they're thinking even with it being a long shot, it's possible, right? And I don't know what is making this person feel like it's possible that you'll release whatever negative energy you have towards them. But it's something like it's a rare opportunity, like where I don't know if you just gave off that you're going to be receptive to this person or if someone said something to this person. But it just feels like someone that feels like they should have absolutely no chance. Okay, whether it's due to something historical or they just don't feel like you're their, like they're your type. Okay. All right. So let me see. I'm gonna get the tarot. So you can see more about these Rainbow Sprinkles Candy Apple. Who is obsessed with them? and their seductive energy. Feels like my pile of people that kind of have like a dark aesthetic, and you do not really have to have it. It's just this person's perception. Like something about your seductive energy seems a little more nuanced or mature than the person that's actually watching you. And that actually is reinforced by the card that just jumped out, because it's like there's this really mysterious, sensual vibe that this person seems to just be clinging to with you. Like this is a group, Pop One, I promise you, if I saw you in real life with this person and any interactions, whoever this is, I don't even think you're doing anything seductive. I don't even think your energy is seductive. That's just how they're taking you, right? Because I got a Knight of Pentacles here, which is a little more reserved, youthful energy, right? It's more associated with like a more developmental masculine, not super immature, but not like super experienced either, because this is the slowest moving Knight, right? Like I don't want to call it a late bloomer, because this could be someone like the same age as you or even older, right? But it's still like a little bit of a late bloomer because they move so slow, because they're so meticulous with the way they move. They need to know every step, they need every fact, they need all of the information before they actually like proceed with any plan. Yeah, the good thing about this Knight is that they're not going to do anything chaotic. They're not going to say anything wild. They're going to move with intention. They're going to move with certainty. And that's why they're so stable. So, see, they're very, like, they kind of pride themselves on being really efficient, or at least attempting to be. Like, this is someone with a lot of structure, with a lot of discipline. They definitely have a fixed routine. Honestly, something about your energy throws them off their routine. That's going to be a telltale indicator. Like if you're like, I don't know, like it's gonna be a person that I'm describing with that energy that you're just kind of throwing them off their routine, their efficiency, like when you're around them and things like that, because they're used to kind of being able to put everything in a box. And I don't think that you do for some reason when it comes to them, or at least your energy does not. Okay, so tell me more about my pile number one. Who is this? Obsessed with my pile one seductive energy. Look at that. We got the Empress. This Empress stepping onto the table is very seductive without trying. Very alluring without needing effort. And so I think that's part of why we have this energy of the person being fixated, being so stimulated by that energy, because whoever is aligning with this Empress energy is like drawing someone in. Okay, so let me get another one. Let me see. One more. Yeah, we got the Death. So Scorpio Taurus axis is now here. As the Empress is ruled by Taurus and Death is ruled by Scorpio. So what that means is that is the axis of like death and rebirth. That's the axis of transition and transformation. It does rule sensual energy when we talk about like legacy and ancestry. So like there's something about your seductive energy, your aura, that's like bringing out the roots of this person's like ancestral, I don't know if I want to call it like depth, but it's like, you know, when we talk about primal instincts and we talk about like mating in an animalistic way, and we talk about how people are attracted just biologically, like to certain scents and things like that, that are aphrodisiacs that make people aroused. Like that's what this is. I know I'm struggling with my words today. I don't know why, but that's what this pile is. Like it's very, I guess, innate. Okay, like it's very instinctual, this person's attraction to you. They don't really have a choice. It's not like they're trying to be weird or obsessive. They're just like, it's like someone that gets a whiff of you and then that's it, right? The Daughter of Swords is communication. It is messages. So this person definitely likes to converse with you, or they like to talk about you, or just something about listening to you speak could be a thing. Honestly, I do feel like your voice is a stimulant for this person just in general. And one identifier for you is you will notice the shift in this person's like voice. So in the way they articulate things, in their tone, like the highs and lows, everything about this person's cadence of speech, like something about the way this person's energy shifts when they're interacting with you or talking about you. Very, very clear that the energy is seductive, right? Like you can tell that they are just taken aback, okay? It's very different from the way they engage with other people or just acknowledge other people. So let me get more. A pile number 1, a rainbow sprinkles, candy apple. Yep, Venus rules the Empress here. Give and receive love, find value, see beauty. This is someone that would go out of their way to like do nice things for you, possibly give you gifts, just because of the fixation. Anything they can do to be closer to you or to interact with you, that's basically what you'll get, okay? Just at the bottom, I got Sagittarius, which is that expansive energy. It is where we talk about that depth of that Taurus Scorpio axis. So I mentioned it being it rules seductive energy, but from a deep like almost spiritual way, right? More ancestral way. That's where the Sagittarius of broadening, expanding, connecting closer to spirit, broadening your perspective overall comes from. Like that's kind of what it is with this person. Something about this person, they feel like you make them smarter, more mature. Okay? This is a person that you're bringing out a breeding kink with. Like this somebody that like would like fantasize about like having like getting somebody pregnant, having a child, even if that's not possible, because I know there may be some like same-sex couples here. Like doesn't matter, like that person, like something about the way they're responding to you specifically, it's bringing that out of them, even if that's not even like where they want to go in life. It's someone whose mind completely spaces when you're around or when you cross their mind. Okay? I got you are my world with balance, care, respect, reciprocate, grounded work. You know what? Whoever this is, I'll be honest with you. Like if this is a person, like the fixation on your seductive energy, like it's funny because like, you know, by me being all woo and esoteric, people would accuse you of like having done something to this person by the way that they acting. Okay, like I'm serious. Like just the way that it is, the spaced out energy. Like I'm not looking deeper into that. I mean, if you're trying to manipulate someone's energy, don't. But like, I don't feel like anyone in this pile are. That's not the goal today to see. But like, people would accuse you of that. Like if this is someone that you end up with, because like, there's this weird. You know what? We got Scorpio twice. I'm realizing we got Taurus. We got the Scorpio Taurus axis twice. That second house, 8th house axis. In synastry, I mean, it can be as crazy as the 12th house. It's one of those crazy houses that when people touch you there, it's like very, yeah, it's like that, right? Chaotic. Because we got the energy vampire, draining, lust, darkness, low vibration. This person's got a really dark fetish when it comes to you, not in a dangerous way, but just you bring out their primal sexual energy. That's the way I'm going to refer to it. Their primal sexual nature and urges, that's what you bring out. Okay? And that's like why it's like that. It could be someone that does have like a very dark aesthetic themselves. Okay? And maybe that's part of the allure. Like if one of you, both of you have that, and that's a thing, because that in and of itself can be a kink for some people. But it's definitely someone that if there is distance or they don't see you as often or you're just not responsive to any advances they make, it's draining. Like that's why they're like fixating, because they're like wanting your attention and like they're fixating. Okay, like that's, it can get dark. Like it can be someone that is kind of a little bit of an energy vampire on a shadow, even though I don't have heavy themes of that. I don't see anything else that would tell us that. So I'm not going to try to make y'all scared. Tell me more about pile 1. Yeah, they are not backing down. They really want commitment. Okay, especially if you walked away, like they want to lock it down so that you don't walk away anymore. Sparks, fireworks here. If you broke up with anyone at any point in time, this is someone that would 100% be like rejoicing at the fact that you are available or that you left somebody alone, because now they feel like they have a chance. I see that 100%. They're like, yep, I'm so glad that pile 1 left such and such alone. Let me get in there. Okay. Celebrating, rejoicing at the breakup, or rejoicing at the, I don't know why I'm hearing the words unfinished business. Like if you were dating somebody and it never was like leaving this person alone, it wasn't deep enough for it to be a breakup, right? I got that for some of you as well. So yeah, I mean, this person just really wants your attention. Let me go ahead and pull some more really quick. I'm going to get your advice because I feel like we got a good descriptor of who this is. One thing I did forget to mention, it's someone that it feels like they feel like they're learning something from you or teaching something to you. Okay. It's possibly someone that's like, I mentioned the work ethic and the stability possibly. So that axis, that Taurus Scorpio axis, is the axis of debts and inheritances. So it's like someone that's due to their patience and like their ability to take their due diligence. Like they're very stable financially, whether it's because they just slowly built over time or if they came into some type of inheritance or windfall. I see that as well because Blue Moon is here and it does talk about that, and the planet of money is here along with the axis. So good for this person. That's another identifier of who that could be for you. But let me see, what's my other question? Let me get back to it really quick. No, we're not asking next move then. Okay, so what else do we need to know about this person? How do we describe this person? Oh, well, we get in the next move. I like it, it's not in the question, y'all. So I don't know why I like pause, like let me make sure the next move is there, and it's not. It's not in this particular question. But I mean, they want to get to know you. This is a person that they have a next move. They're moving. They want to get to know you better. If they're studying you in any way, whether it's because they're teaching you or you're teaching them, they're studying you in the midst of that. They're wanting to know your love language. They're trying to get a feel for your love language because they are like, this isn't someone that's like obsessed and like secretly admiring you. This is somebody that's like, nah, I'm studying. I need to know what's going on with pile 1 because I'm going to get to know pile 1. All right. So let me go ahead and get your advice and close you out. What advice do we have for pile number 1? Growth of energy. You watch it because this person's like really all in, wanting to like lean into that breeding kink, regardless of if it's realistic. But like your advice is to kind of lean into like the connection just in general. I don't see anything bad about the person. If anything, we're just seeing shadow expressions or perceived shadows of someone who wants someone else's attention. Because like, how do you get people's attention if you don't pursue, right? But yeah, I mean, growth of energy, like lean into it and like be aware that this may be, go to the other readings that have a little more depth and spirituality to them, because this does seem like one where they're like, we got an Empress with child, we've got eggs, and I had create with me. I did. Okay. And willpower feels very much like the stimulant that leads to that. So just like, this is very sensual combination, right? I got a willpower, a spark of fire, and I have an egg of growth of energy. Like that's like a planted seed. So it's like go, move. So I'm just making you aware if that's something you want. Congratulations, celebration. If that's something you want to push off, you better make sure that you're grounded in your energy if you engage this person. And if it's something you don't want, then I'm letting you know. Okay, so I'm going to close you out and move along to pile number 2. All right, part two, my dark red candy apple. We're gonna see who's obsessed with your seductive energy and has a secret crush on you. And I don't even know what word was trying to come out of my mouth, if I'm being honest, in place of obsessed. But honestly, it feels like a person that would not want me to refer to them as obsessed. Like they'd be like, who you calling obsessed? Onyx. Okay. So I guess we won't use that word for this group so we can get the energy we want. So dark red candy apple, who is intrigued by my pile number two's seductive energy. All right. I saw all kinds of cards coming out. Okay, so I'm not taking it because I don't feel like having all these cards on the table, but it's someone that feels like they're grounded and rooted in reality. They're like their energy is almost like for this group of people that y'all have fixated on you. They feel like their interest in you is logical. It's nothing wrong with it. So like don't be calling them obsessed is the thing. A personal issue reaches resolution with the full moon in Cancer, and the answers you need are coming with the full moon in Gemini. So that is end of fall, beginning of winter. These are back-to-back full moons, actually. So love to see it. And this person is either looking for answers from you, and that's why they're like fixated, or like you are going to get answers very, very soon regarding who this is. Like it's communication conversation in a way where it's like it's no questioning, like you wouldn't need this reading. I'm not saying you can't be both at the same time, right? This person could be confronting or addressing something due to some clarity they need, hence why the fixation is there. These transits probably have some meaning, whether that's something that you could expect to happen regarding this person, or if you're in recent if this is the recent past for you and you think back and something joggles your memory and you're like, I know who that is, or yeah, this makes sense, this reading resonates, whatever it is. I also got some indicators from other decks regarding like reunions and reconnecting and touching base. So actually like grand reunions, like reconciliation, not saying like a breakup, but like, you know how when people like relocate and then they come back for holidays and things like that? I got a card in here that referenced that. So let me go ahead. Yeah, and then we got the sun. So tell me more about my pile number two. Who is obsessed or fixated on my pile number two's energy? On my pile number two's seductive energy, and why? I say why, but okay, I got a God of Pentacles. And then who's that? What we got? We got the Seven of Wands. Fighting for your attention. This somebody is loud. They're fighting for your attention. Right? So like the Five of Pentacles is like lack. It's not having much. It's feeling like you don't have access to something, especially this depiction. It's like, I don't have everything I need. I can't get in the gate. All of the pentacles are in on that tree on the side that's in the fence, and I just don't have access. It feels like someone that's fighting for access to you. Literally. Okay? Like it's not a hidden thing. Like when we talk about secret admirers, this is someone that's openly fixated on you. I got the Seven of Cups, which is all of the scenarios going on in this person's mind. That's like, what's going on, or how do I get access? And then I have like all of the opportunities associated with that. Like this is someone that's looking for any opportunity they can to connect with you. Like they're not, if anything, the fixation seems to be like a means of how they're, I won't say keeping up with you, but like aligning with your energy, right? Because this dark red candy apple, that's the energy there. I was just making sure I was on my right pile. So who is obsessed with your seductive energy and has a secret crush on you. Somebody that's trying to find a means to an end. Like they really, I mean, we got a personal issue reaches resolution and the answers you need are coming, but this is someone that's moving. They're in motion. They're active. They're stable like the God of Pentacles. I got the 6th house of foundation, health, daily life details. So if the personal issue is health-wise, that makes sense. It's someone that's probably like grounding their health, concerned about your health, making sure everything is together. But as far as like details, that's what they're fixated on, is the details, the foundation, your routine, their routine, like all of the opportunities to cross paths, or all of the opportunities to actually engage you in the right place, right time. Because every time you see people isn't necessarily the right place, space to like pursue romance, right? So that's the thing. But I mean, action, move forward, defend self, move forward, defend self. That 7 of Wands, same vibe. They moving. I don't know what the backstory is. If this sounds like someone that makes sense, then there you go. Because nothing about this person feels like they're fixated in a passive, mysterious way. Like they are, like there are probably at least 3 people that can tell you, yeah, that person's really fixated on pile 2. Like it's people that know this for a fact. Health is here 2 times, back to back actually. So if it's issues with their health, your health, or if they're just concerned, like if there's distance, so there's a concern for health. Okay, we have that. That could be this person's field. Like this could be someone you know because they worry about your health a lot. They worry about their health a lot. Could be someone with a lot of health issues, but it also could be someone that's very stable in a health-based, fitness-based, nutrition-based, analytical, details-based career. I'm trying to think of everything associated with this energy. Also acts of service just in general, which is why health falls there, and health practitioners. So that's a thing. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, so look at that. Spice things up. That's the seductive energy. Something about being very physically stimulated just in general. Like this isn't just about mental stimulation. This is about like this person feels like you look so good when they see you. Especially if they see you when you're doing something 6th house related. They will watch you eat. Okay? They will watch you do your errands, whatever it is. They will watch you at the gym. Like this is someone that definitely likes to watch you be physically active in any way that they can. So things like that. So tell me more about what's going on for pile 2. Who is this? Fixated on my pile 2. They are fixated, disciplined, okay? This is someone that looks really good physically just in general themselves because they're disciplined, they prioritize their health, their wellness. Okay, even if they've had health issues, they prioritize their health and wellness enough to look and feel like the best version of themselves that's possible. They're very consistent about it. Interesting. I've never gotten this in reverse. So call in reverse is someone like I mean, it feels like no contact, right? It feels like you're not talking to them, so they're fixated on you. You're not engaging them. Okay. But they're fixated because they're trying to determine if you want to talk to them, if you want them to talk to you. That's all of the scenarios, right? Because here it says unwanted messages or contact, and it talks about making the first move. Like this person is very much willing to make the first move. For some of you, this person already has and possibly gotten rejected. But like they're just trying to make sure that they're not like, that's why they don't, you see how it all comes together at the end. Remember at the beginning of the piles, like, ooh, the person only using the word obsessed. This person is like, I'm not obsessed. I just want to make sure, like, I need to make sure that I can make my move because I want to make the move. But I also don't want to make the first move if pile 2 doesn't want any contact with me. So that's kind of the vibe. And then with long distance, it's definitely, when we talk about time apart, traveling and things like that. Like if this person's not sure if you just have distance between you and them on purpose, or if you just, you know, living your life. Like this person just wants to see if the vibes between the two of you are cool. So they don't like, based on the beginning of me channeling, they don't like the idea of me using the word obsessed in reference to the energy, right? They be like, who you calling obsessed? I'm just, you know, I'm trying to see. So let me go ahead and pull more. That's how to. Who is obsessed with the seductive energy of and has a crush on my pile number 2? Look, seduction is a thing. Like this person, they real stimulated by you, okay? It's a thing. And like, it feels like this person's, they're very grounded, okay? Like, they're not very driven by their lower instincts and motivations. Like this person, they have sexual discipline. Like they can be celibate. They don't need, like, they're not someone that's gonna be hypersexual, okay? Like they can deprive themselves of anything of pleasure, of like sexual energy, of food, right? When we talk about someone that's health conscious, like they don't have to eat all of the foods that like they enjoy all the time. Like they have that type of discipline just overall. So the fact that they're so stimulated by you sexually in a way where it's like, I almost can't control myself the way that I'm used to doing consistently day to day. And it's a million people I cross paths with that are attractive, but only pile 2s got me like this. This person is really patient when it comes to me, like trying to see. Like that's what the fixation is. Like, nah, I gotta see. I gotta see. And like if they don't want anything to do with me, that's fine. But I'm gonna know that for sure before I just stop being fixated and leave them alone, right? So let me get your advice. I like this person's personality. I wasn't expecting it to come out, and I don't know that I've got this variation of this pile before, but I approve. Let me see. Unless it's someone you did reject with good reason, and like they know that there's a reason why you would be that way with them, but nah, this person's just like, nah, I need to see. And if I get confirmation they want to be left alone, then I will leave them alone. But like, it's a thing. We got elixir of life. Lean into what gives you passion. Lean into what gives you vitality. Lean into what gives you joy. Honestly, this is a... So look, you got learn the truth. You might be called to one of the owl pals on the channel. There's some in members as well as publicly. But Spirit says learn the truth. This something about this union with this specific person. Like, I guess that's why they're so stimulated, is because it's a thing for real. Because why is it we have all these indicators of like health, right? And being stimulated sensually, and the elixir of life coming from this union. Like it literally says the elixir of life is this union. So I don't know who it is that's landing on the table, right? Like maybe you can go to other readings if it wasn't very clear here, or, you know, public readings, personal readings, sorry, are a thing as well. But there's something deeper here when it comes to this person that they're sensing that has them like that. Okay, so I'm going to close you out, move along to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, my coconut snowflake taffy apple. Okay, we're going to see who's obsessed with your seductive energy and who has a secret crush on you. And, you know, I'll be honest with you. The energy is really refreshing. Like it's a fresh energy, just like snowflakes, right? Like the theory of like snowflakes. And fresh cool air, because like that's basically what we're stepping into for this house. So let me go ahead and see. Let me get an overview. Who is obsessed with pile 3s? We don't need these cards. Ooh, I'm at an odd angle right now. How do I get over here? We've got a new start is coming with the new moon. Okay, fresh energy. And let's see what's at the bottom. Hold your vision. All right, I got a bunch of different energy. It might be more than one person for some of you. And obviously, as always, others of you, it will be like one of these personalities. Okay, so the first set is, this is someone that you're at least familiar with. And this person either wants a fresh start or they want to deepen how well they know you. And obviously, that's going to depend based on your unique situation. There's a second set of you where it feels like it's someone that's new from scratch, right? So you might have just met someone that's just very curious, very intrigued by you. And now I'm sensing a very, very special third set of you where the person on the table is incoming, like they're not real to you yet. And because you're not in this energy yet, I don't want to say you won't resonate with it. It will resonate, but you will experience it later down because that's how it works. But this is someone that's going to be fixated on your energy soon in the near future. And this is going to happen once you step into a new situation or circumstance, and emphasis on soon. With the new start is coming, right? We have new moon energy. Okay. So let me keep pulling these cards so we can see what's going on with my pile number 3. My coconut, snowflake, taffy, apple. Who is obsessed with your seductive energy? Oh, it's that clean, huh? What's at the bottom? We got some heartbreak in the 3 of Swords. Okay. Let me just put that there. This next to hold your vision just feels like some sort of a loss, right? It feels like longing. It feels like lack. And it feels like that would be fueling this fixation, right? When we talk about your seductive energy, it's a heavy emphasis on longing, all right? Makes sense. So what are all of this? What is all of this? We got a God of Cups, which is a king in this deck. I've got the Fool. Okay. I've got 6 of Pentacles. And I got a Goddess of Wands. Ooh, exact same thing that I kind of talked about. Now, remember all 3 of those scenarios. I don't want you guys to get lost in the details of everything because the gist, regardless of the specifics, is basically there's someone that's longing for your energy. They want to deepen a connection with you. They're very intrigued. They're very curious about you. Okay, depending on how well you know them. And there is something associated with a fresh start, right? This new start and the Fool, which is kind of brand new from scratch energy, where someone wants to make an offer. Someone wants to make an offer to someone they see as very creative, inspiring, someone that's really just passionate. Okay, because that's the seductive energy, is the creative, passionate vibe. Okay. And it's someone that really wants to participate in and reciprocate that energy. Okay, because that's what the 6 of Pentacles talks about. It's a charitable giving card, which that could be specific circumstances where you know this person. But it's like, I want to offer love to pile 3 because I want them to reciprocate that passion, that creative expression towards me. Like I want their energy and I want to give them mine too. Like I know it's weird, but that's the thing. Because there's someone that feels a lack from not having access to your energy. All right, tell me more about this coconut, snowflake, taffy, apple. Who is obsessed with the seductive energy of my pile number 3 and has a secret crush on them? I got same vibe. Okay, that is a fixed sign, by the way. The one thing that's certain, that's sure, is how fixated this person is on you, right? So you actually, I don't know if you'll ever find out how fixated this person is on you, because something about their energy is you'd be shocked, right? Like you'd just be very surprised. It just seems like the fixation is a little deeper, not in a weird chaotic way, but just deeper than you would expect, or that I guess anybody would admit, if I'm being honest. So what I also want to mention is that this person feels like you're distracted in some way, whether distracted when they see you or just distracted overall. Like they feel like your attention is either just elsewhere, or it could be the exact instances when they're fixated on your energy that they just feel like you're not really paying attention. All right, so let me get this here. They are set in like connecting with you though. So it's not like they're sneaking to fixate on you or anything. They simply think you just don't notice, like you it's going over your head and you just don't see. So like they're fixed, they're sure, they're clear, because one of the energies here with the fixed card is the loyalty. Like this person feels like they may have shown you like that they're stable, that they're persistent, that they're loyal and dependable, but like it's just not clicking for you. Okay, but anyway, they want a union, they want to come together with you, and like they seem to think they've made it obvious in some way. Like, so that's part of the fixation, is that they think they've made it very clear, very obvious to you, and they don't really understand why it's a lack of clarity there with you. So tell me more. Could be a little bit draining. Like this person might think you see them as draining. Regardless, doesn't matter, because the situation, honestly, with the Three of Swords, now that I have this Twin Flame card at the bottom, it feels like this situation overall might be draining this person a little bit. Like they seem a little bit slightly heartbroken, right? And it makes sense if it's an ex, right? Or someone that got rejected, but it feels like slightly heartbroken and like trying to figure out why, because this is someone that's like union with pile 3. Like, I want a union. I want this partnership. This is like my soulmate, my twin flame, past life love, whatever they would say. Watch out for that success. I feel like it's someone that possibly is doing well, which is why for those of you where it's incoming, there's a heavy reference to you will see this energy when you step into this new start that's going to be very prosperous, possibly some type of offer. Okay. Like, because that's the vibe that I have right here with this, okay? Definitely got the friend zone card as well, so it could be someone with that. Health is here. I feel like this came out in one of the other piles, and I will be very transparent. The schedule is a little bit off right now, so this is a whole new day. So cards should not be jumping from other piles, because it's not even the same day of the other two piles so far. So health is a thing, okay? That could just be a reference to this person prioritizing their health and wellness, okay? This could be instances, situations, settings, right? Health-based, wellness-based, fitness-based settings, okay? It literally says medical school and such. So let me see if I can get more. Who is attracted to the seductive energy of my pile number 3? Okay, performer. Oh, this person is loud. That's why they feel like it's obvious. This is somebody, they have loud energy. It's not like this person doesn't secretly admire anything. Like if anything they want, they kind of go after. They're not the secret admiring type. They fixate very openly, very deliberately. Okay. I love it. This person's very transparent in who they are. Performer feels like someone that would go out of their way for your attention. Now, I got some real specific instances for those of you where it goes over your head, like your spirit guides know you struggle with that. So anyone you see in places that are health based or like aligned with that, right? So when we talk about the gym, so like whether it's eating, nutrition, like medical based, this person, when you see them in this environment, they act real extra. Okay, I've gotten this energy before. It was hilarious. This person puts on a show. They start doing a little extra. They get a little bit louder. Like it's really performative, and it's really to get your attention. Okay. And something about the way you either look or you perform or engage or participate in whatever the setting is really attractive, right? You see that this person, like your energy is super seductive. Someone here looks really good in the lower chakra tones. By that I mean red, orange, yellow, gold. Like someone here looks really good in those with emphasis on red. And like this person, it does it for this person when you're wearing those specific colors. This is someone that's seduced by the way you move, the way you perform, the way you just act in general. Like it really does it for this person. Like seeing you walk around, see you talk, seeing you work out, seeing you prepare whatever it is. Like this is a thing. And it's much more intense than it is with other people. Like this is someone that's not necessarily attracted to everybody else around this loud situation where they're able to just be real extra and dramatic, right? It's specific to you and your energy. You're alluring to them in that way. And that's why we have all of this emphasis on fixation. Okay. Someone here might like spicy food. Specifically, this might be a really hot environment. I mentioned health and wellness, places where people sweat, right? Like this person's seduced by like when you sweat, things like that. It's a thing. It's really a thing. I'm getting a lot of details, okay? Like the person probably has sensual like fantasies, potentially depending on their nature, like when they see you in this environment, because like it's spicy. I'm not gonna lie, this is a spicy pile. So let me keep pulling these cards and tell me more about who this is that's seduced by my coconut, snowflake, taffy, apple. Okay. Accountability. Like if you're really strong, if you're really like disciplined, if you're like really responsible, right? Like if you take initiative and things like that, this person likes that. But again, this person's not hiding. This is not no secret admirer. Like this is a person that quite literally is accountable for how they're interested in you, and they're just trying to like get you to realize that they're interested in you, because this is not this is a pile that's really physical, not just in terms of attraction, but like day to day where you know this person from. Like this isn't someone that has seen you on the internet or anything like that. Like I know a lot of people connect via apps and social media and things like that. No, 3D reality for this group, because everything about the fixation is this person, like it's open, it's very obvious this person's fixated on you. Like they go out there with, like, this is someone that will switch up their routine at the gym to make sure they're at the gym with you. This is someone that if they see you come in, like if they're headed to one part of a room, like they see you walk in, now they're making their way, they pivot, like they literally just like heel toe the direction you're going, because they want to either like fixate on you, interact with you, whatever it is. Okay. Tell me more about my pile 3. You got the best part. If life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other. So here's the thing. Because this person thinks you're just really great. Something about the situation, the setting, the overall thing is like a movie. Some of you actually, this is someone you know from the movies. Shout out to y'all that be at the movie theater, right? Performer, movie, like there's an emphasis on shows, performances, things of that nature, right? Some of you probably work in entertainment. Some of you might work in like industries that are like entertainment adjacent, where that's a thing, because that's heavy on the table. Like life were a movie with a performer. I love that for you. Why am I cutting? Okay, law of attraction and love languages here, and law of attraction was at the bottom. So this is someone that's like, again, trying to draw you in, but they're not like trying to do it telepathically. They're like, let me go walk over and talk to pile number 3. So let's get this last one, since we need to pull more. Yeah, they did it. Look, they're on the phone here. Something about being on the phone. So if you're distracted on the phone, they notice. They're like, man, I need to get pile 3 up off the phone. I need them off the phone. I want their attention. Or if they're on the phone, it's a lie. They're watching you the whole time they're on the phone. Whatever it is, like someone's on the phone and it's either like literally a distraction, or somebody's on the phone pretending to be distracted or talking really loud so that you overhear them because they want your attention. Things like that. But I'm not like looking for a next move. I don't think I was for these readings. And like, it's not a heavy theme, but it's like to continue to be extra, to continue to be loud, to try to get your attention. If you won't talk to them, or if they're too scared to talk to you, they'll just talk really loud around you, right? And to make you a lot more comfortable with them and interacting with them. That's kind of the goal. That's the thing. This is a place where you may feel safe. Like there's an emphasis on safe place. So it feels like you definitely know, like you wouldn't have any concerns or worries in this environment. Some of you needed me to like emphasize that this is the setting you know this person from. Like it's somewhere where you're very comfortable. Like if it's not like work specific, like you know all the people, this person's very comfortable. Like everything about the place is literally a vibe. Emphasis on the best part of like if life were a movie, right? Like there's something about the environment that's really like it's a good environment. It just like you're happy there. Okay, so I don't know if I need to mention that like this isn't somewhere where you're miserable, completely miserable. Okay. Because those of you where like you're completely miserable, just hate everything about your job. I don't know if this person's from your job. Okay, unless this person just loves your job even as you hate it. Like I don't know, like maybe they visit there. I mentioned some of you working in like entertainment or entertainment adjacent fields. So adjacent would be like hospitality. Like when we talk about banquet vendors and things like that, like chefs and things like that, all of that aligns, okay? All right. Definitely want to make you feel safe and welcome regardless. Since that was a theme, but let me get your advice so I can close you out. And pile number 3, what advice do we have regarding this person that is fixated on their seductive energy? Person really likes how brave and accountable you are. They like how you communicate. They think you're really smart. Think you're really effective at the things you do. All of that is hitting us at the end with advice. Be reborn. Okay. Yeah, be reborn and heal. If you got issues with that, if there's a specific place that you either don't feel safe, or if it's like related to your job, or like I don't know, but the place, there's an emphasis on the place here, right? And rebirth landed here. So it's like you need to change your perspective, your not just your perspective, your energy, which is feeding your perspective. I'm actually working on something that may help you guys like in the next several months maybe. Your energy needs to change so that your mind can change, okay? Because you're seeing something in a convoluted way that's fueled by trauma and a need to heal. Like whether it's a specific location, specific setting, specific group, or if it's like your job and like you're thrown off by like it's something you're very passionate about. Because this would be my pile of people that work in fields that are very much aligned with their creative expression, because it would be my creatives. Even if it's health and wellness based, even if it's like culinary based, it's where you get to channel your creative expression. You need to make sure that like you change that energetic frequency so that it's stable, so that it's safe and it vibrates the way that it should versus being traumatized and triggered by everything. Okay. All right. So I'm going to close you out. Move along to pile number 4. All right. Pile number 4, my heart red Christmas candy apple. Let's take a look at who is obsessed with your seductive energy and has a secret crush on you. Let me get a good overview. I actually forgot to make a note about pile 3 because you are like really, really loud and trying to get ahead. Let me make the note. My bad. I didn't mean to pause y'all, but y'all are so ready to be done with your pile. I don't even know what's going on. Like I'm already ready to move on to the next video that I'm filming, which is members only. So if you are a member, make sure you take a look at that What's Next in Love First Impression one. That's the Making Memories muffin. Okay, because like that one specifically is like already ready to be on the table, and that's not even my energy because I want to take my time with this pile. So even if you're not a member, go to the First Impressions playlist. It's the Making Memories muffins. It's all the muffin themes because there's something there for you. I know this for a fact because whoever is obsessed with your seductive energy is Look, we got cards waiting on us to pull. Like it's maybe they're waiting for you. I don't know, but it's loud, and their whole vibe is their first impression of you. Their first impression of you, right? Like they're like, I think the moment they saw you for the first time ever, it was just seduction immediately, and it's just something that they never could quite shake, because that's what's coming through so prominently for this group. Okay, the answers you need are coming. We got the full moon in Gemini, which is an upcoming transit for those of us real time. Okay, so that's gonna be we're already in Sagittarius season. My uncle made sure I knew because his birthday was the other day. Shout out to him. And because he actually was on Thanksgiving this year, so something about the holidays and things like that. But full moon in Gemini, that's our next full moon. So something about the next full moon could be relevant. Like, I'm not saying something crazy is going to happen, but you may find clarity on something that has you like, whether it's regarding this person or recognizing who this is in this pile. Okay, so let me go ahead and put that there. Yeah. All right, and look, see, we got North Node. Step out of your comfort zone, which is the full, look, the North Node card. The full moon is the thing, because I don't know why I'm like stuck on it. I'm stuck on the full moon now. So there's a relevant full moon. Feels like, for those of you timeless, real time, whatever, it's the next one. So keep an eye out for the next full moon, please. Okay. Whatever the news is, it is going to push you forward on your North Node. The reason why this matters is because this person seems to believe that you two crossing paths, which is why that first impression thing is a mirror on your North Node journeys. Like, something about you and this person, they believe that you're connected in a way where your paths were meant to cross in the way that they did, or they're hoping to go further because it aligns, right? There's some type of answers regarding life path, like purpose, that they seem to feel like can be answered via a connection with you, or at least connecting with you. So let me keep pulling these cards so we can see. Tell me more. What's going on with my hard red Christmas candy apple, who is obsessed with their seductive energy and has a secret crush on my house 4. You know, I mentioned the holiday things, and I know that's already the vibe. I know it's already the vibe, but this is actually this Christmas specific candy apple. So like, there's one with emphasis on snow or whatever, like a theme of snow, which just be winter in general. But this is called the Christmas, right? Like, candy apple. So holidays is a thing, okay? Tell me more. Who is obsessed with my Power Force seductive energy, has a secret crush. Someone, okay, there's someone that wants an answer. Like, you're not available to them, or maybe they're not available to you, right? Because I could see where they've disconnected and you may need answers. But even if this person, ooh, it's different. Even if this person is disconnected from you, they're still fixated on you. Right? Like, I know that seems odd the way that it sounds, like someone would be like lurking in the shadows observing you, but there's some type of clarity that will come from something, okay, or that this person wants to give you, because like, you're going to get the answer of why this person is disconnected and still fixated on you, if that's a thing, because maybe they are prioritizing their North Node journey. That is the axis. The Gemini Sagittarius axis is the one of learning and evolution and growth and development. So you can expect communication at some point regarding the disconnected energy, or if the most mundane example of that is if this person rejected you, it just wasn't the right time, place, whatever, regarding the mutual interest, because the twins on my table feel like mutual interest. Okay, if that's you or if it's them, right? Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. This is someone that's very, very focused on their individual path. It's very, very important that right now they prioritize their individual path. Okay, like, they can't be of value to any other person without that. None of us can, right? If we're not our full selves, if we're not able to be who we're supposed to be, we start seeing all these relationship issues because you're trying to connect with somebody when you should be connecting deeper with yourself, right? So individual self stuff. Now, this is someone that's very single. Like, this is the one power where it's like, this is someone that is very, very single. Just feels like they're in a self-identified era that's critical for where they're headed in life, okay? And their fixation on you is due to a matter of timing. Like, it feels like it's not a good time to be connected with someone right now, despite the attraction and the seductive nature of it being so alluring. Okay, so yeah, exactly. We got success. We got a goddess of cups, where we're talking about someone that is more feminine in nature. This is someone that needs this success or this personal evolution so that they're able to be a more receptive and nurturing and giving lover. Where we're talking about someone that is more masculine, this is someone that absolutely has to see success. This is the type of, it's more like a traditional mindset of a masculine of, I'm not stable as an individual. I'm not ready to be with a partner. Like, if I can't be a whole, like, person, like, if I don't have money, if I'm not stable in my career, if my business hasn't taken off, if, like, I'm not where I want to be, how am I going to, like, properly, support and core of divine feminine energy? Like, this is the two distinctions between the genders on the table. I actually respect the mindset because it's someone that kind of wants to make sure that they're healthy enough as an individual before they start, like, throwing their own baggage and trauma at other people. We got 2 of Wands, which I associate in this deck with manifestation, right? She's got the 2 Wands. She's sitting on the world. She's got her back turned because she's working, right? Like, she's got a lot available, and internally that needs to be expressed externally. And this is the conjure of where it begins to ground and materialize in the 3D. So, like, that's where this person's focused. So this is healthy, right? Like, this person's, like, really interested in you, but it's got to be on the back burner because it's not going to bring any value to your world if they're not in alignment with feeling successful, victorious. This is a personality type that has to feel victorious, successful in an individual right. Okay, so tell me more about what's going on with my power 4. What is this red Christmas candy apple going through? I'm just kidding. Look, who is this that's obsessed with their energy, their seductive energy, has a secret crush on them? This makes sense. This pile makes sense. So tell me more about my pile 4. Leo energy. We got healing. This person is healing any trauma they have associated with confidence, loyalty, their creative expression, being their authentic self and personality. That's what this person's healing. There's a huge transformation and shift. Person actually isn't in transition as we speak regarding their personality and just their lifestyle and the things that they're meant to do in this world. Like, they're being shifted to who they're supposed to be versus who they want to be and all of those other things. But this person has a bright, very distinct personality. I'm not saying the personality is loud. I'm saying this person has a clear sense of identity. That's part of what's pushing them towards their North Node. It's like, okay, now that you've identified your personality, let me show you what you're good at, right? The universe is like, let me show you what you're good at when it comes to that personality. Let me show you what you're gifted at, talented at, where you excel, where you thrive. And in order to get there, you got to do the shadow work on the opposite side of that. So this person's evolving in a way. Let me see. I want to get one more from this deck. Who is this? I'm like, tell us who it is. Very, very hard worker. Okay. Lots of personality. Very, very hard worker, though. Very detailed, disciplined worker. Okay, very efficient, very structured, very established in their routine. Okay. So let me see. Let me keep pulling these cards. Tell me more about what's going on. Who is this? Obsessed with my pile number 4's seductive energy. I don't mean to knock y'all over. Let me see though. Yeah, this is someone that works a lot. He work a lot. Leo has a lot of, like, is someone that either attracts or craves a lot of attention, and either, regardless of how they get the attention is there. Capricorn is more a 10th house energy. It is our career, our social status, our reputation, but it also represents someone that goes through a lot of lessons and learning and development. Okay. And then Virgo is like acts of service. That is the details of everything. It's the routine. It's the mundane things that have to happen to get you here, right? Virgo rules work, the work that has to happen. Capricorn kind of represents the results of all of those efforts in our career and our recognition. Okay. The loyalty we establish in Leo energy. So could be how you know this person, could be deeply describing this person. But tell me more about the seductive energy for my pile number 4, please. And what is it that is luring this person in? Like, why they feeling this way? Oh, well, look, destiny. North Node, that's it. This person feels like you're their destiny. They want to connect, right? They feel you're really compatible. They feel like you're their soulmate. Okay. Let me see. Tell me more. Who is obsessed with my pile? Number 4, seductive energy. Just really obsessed. Obsessed, fixated, locked in. Okay. Let me see. There's a lot of lust here. I'm not going to lie. So let me see if I can get my 3rd card so we can clear this up and clean this up. There we go. Trapped. I do everything. All right. We got an overextending energy. Some of you, this person feels like you're their soulmate because you don't reciprocate their energy. Interesting. Like, if you rejected this person, they're like, nah, that's gotta be my soulmate because they're not running behind me. Okay, this person may be successful in some way, like they're doing well, like in their group circle, they seem to be like the person that people wouldn't necessarily reject. So by you being disengaged or whatever, if that's a thing, it's like, okay, well, pile 4 is not only not receptive to my energy, they're just simply not running behind me like all of people are used to. Because Leo rules popularity. It rules likability. They're like, everybody likes me. Why is pile 4, detached and cold towards me? So we got this trapped. And like, honestly, if that's the narrative here, the situation, this person really can't, like, they're trapped in the mental cycle of, okay, so why doesn't, like, what is it about me? Pile 4 is acting like that with me. Like, why me? Like, everybody likes me. I'm likable. I'm successful. I do well. I think it's funny. But that's like, it's a mental block of like, they just can't wrap their head around it. So they're fixating. Okay. And they're like, yeah, no, that's got to be a soulmate too, because I know that if this person begins, yeah. Now, how did this get here? This person's like, yeah, if I get my hands on pile number 4, I know it's real because they are not interested in me. They are not running behind me like other people would be. So it's very successful in their career, especially when we talk about masculines. And I mentioned that. In some capacity, but we got a powerful man here that's doing very well in their career, right? That focuses it, that possibly even has workaholic tendencies. So they're like, look at me. I got a good job. I got hobbies. I got awards, like I got my degree. Like, look at me. Like, this person thinks they're great. I love the confidence. I love the self-esteem. You may be called to the parrot, but this person definitely has like that loud, vivacious parrot energy. They're not a bad person. There's nothing wrong with this person knowing that they're like doing well in life. I don't have anything against it. It doesn't feel arrogant. It just feels confused. It's like, okay, I'm not like it basically, this person, if you reject it or just not the type to run behind people at all, this person seems to think like, I can't believe pile 4 is Like, I don't think I did anything to power forward. That's what it is. It's not that they think they're so great that everybody should like them. It's just like, I definitely didn't do anything to power four for them to not. That's what it is. I got you. All right. You may be going to the parrot in some way, or that could just be a reference to this person's energy, okay? They attract a lot of attention, very showboaty a little bit. Tell me more about what's going on with my pile number 4, please. And some of you, I was just about to say it, and I hate when it beat me. It beat me this time. This person really likes the attention you attract where that's applicable. Like if you attract a lot of attention, if you're not really engaged with the people around you, if people kind of run behind you a little bit, they want that. Okay, because we've got the show you off energy, which is kind of like the proud, accomplished status. It has reference to trophy wife. Like it's someone that everybody wants. And like the person that's able to connect with that person, everybody else is kind of like jealous. That's the story of that card. So that's part of the allure as well when it comes to this person. But definitely got a lot of concern here where the rejection or distance or whatever happened. Because this person just, again, they can't wrap their head around it. So let me see if I can find another specific instance before I move on to the other deck. What else? For my pile number 4, what's another energy associated with who is obsessed with the seductive energy of my pile number 4, please? What else do we have? Is there another card in there that flipped? I thought I saw one. Yeah, look at that. Lock and key. Disengaged, private, mysterious, secretive energy. Okay. Like this person likes that they don't know anything about you beyond the surface. This person likes that you're not easy to access that. Like it's not easy to access that information about you. Okay. And we got a revenge glow up. So we'll move on here. Sadness is here. Yeah, definitely feel like their feelings got hurt a little bit somewhere, somehow. There's a lot of success on the table. There's a lot of revenge glow up on the table. If you're the type of person that is kind of like the underdog and you came up against all odds, this person respects that. That's part of why they're so intrigued by you. Okay. And honestly, some of you, this person kind of sees you as the key. Just to go back to the very, very beginning of the pile, because it came back in. This person seems to associate you connecting with you with some sort of revenge glow up, or as an association with their revenge glow up in life as associated with their North Node path. Okay. And I feel like it's a mirrored energy. That's why we have these twins. Like it's a mirrored energy. Like you two could possibly have some sort of revenge glow up together. But because you don't have to be, because remember I mentioned the side where this person kind of wants to get their life together as an individual. You can still be both. And I wanted to clarify that because even if that is this person's energy where they have to be stable enough as an individual, it doesn't mean that they don't feel like they can build with someone else. It just feels like this energy, this personality is someone that's like, I'm not in a position to build with someone else. I don't have a foundation as an individual yet, right? So like they're the type that kind of wants an individual foundation before they can build even further with someone else. And that's where you could have, like, all of this could still be the same person, okay? Others of you, this person's like, nah, I gotta build by myself. And when I'm successful, boom, then I can find love and all of that. And if it's with Power 4, yeah, but I can't do it, okay? And then others of you, maybe this is someone that feels like they could possibly build with you in conjunction along the North Node, okay? So what else are they seduced by when it comes to my pile number 4? I'll be honest with you. This is a pile. The heavy overlay is that this person is most seduced by your potential in life. Like, it's not realized fully, but this person sees who you have the capacity to be and where they align with the journey. Okay, so yes, watch it. There is a subtle shadow because there's always going to be a shadow, but like the dominant energy is where you connect, you both align because it's mutual, right? Like where your potential aligns with theirs, and there's a possibility of something coming together in a great way via this couple. But like, there is a side where, remember I mentioned somebody that doesn't want to build with somebody else. They got to completely do it on their own. Then there's the one that's like, I need to stabilize myself first, then I can build with somebody else. There is a third that's like, yeah, I'll just build with this person because I see all of this potential with this person. And that's that groupie vibe where this person's like wanting to latch on energetically without any foundation of their own at all, right? I'm not saying like you can't have a partner that's doing better than you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like this instance is more vampiric in that there's no foundation at all for yourself. You just benefiting, right? So that's just what I wanted to mention as a shadow where those other two don't necessarily apply. So far, we already have a life partner. This person sees that potential with you. They see all of the qualities of what they want in a life partner in you. And that does turn them on because it feels like a person that's very particular. Okay. And in them being so particular, seeing someone that has at least most of the qualities they want in a life partner is intriguing and it has them curious, right? So tell me more. The life partner is here, okay? The life partner is here and annoyance is definitely there. Some of you where we talk about this person not being able to get their hands on you, there's a extreme level of frustration, okay, associated with that. I got explore. This is actually someone that would actively be looking for you, seeking you out. Like this isn't someone that would actually be hiding at all. They would be looking for you, seeking you out. Yeah, this is someone that is looking for you, seeking you out via family and friends where you know this person. And look, I'm going to put that here just by nature of how my table's laid out. But Leo is a sign that absolutely rules friends, your close friends. Okay. The people you enjoy, celebrate with. So something about a final shot. This person feels like they have one final shot to explore something with you as a life partner. And they are very active in like, I think this person will get along with my family and friends. I love that because it's rare that I find someone with all of these qualities I'm super picky about that also gonna fit in with my family and friends. Okay, but you got a Cupcake Crush Chatter reading somewhere somehow in that Cupcake playlist. You got a reading in there somewhere somehow. There's actually there's some apple cupcakes, at least one in that playlist. Maybe that, I don't know. I don't want to lead you, pick what resonates for you, but it's definitely a thing. So let me go ahead and just close you out. Tell me more. Well, give me my advice for pile 4 so we can close them out. That's some advice. That's some hidden knowledge going to be, because this is going to be your advice. So you got magical power here. So definitely keep wielding that where that applies. And I don't necessarily mean literally, even though those of you that are woo-woo, yeah, go ahead. But your power is taking the initiative towards your goals and things like that. Because this person seems to be connecting with you via your path, your purpose, the things that align with who you're meant to be in this life. So that is your magical power, is the tools that will take you along your North Node journey. Lean into that, hone that, perfect that. Okay. I've got defense. All right. Defend your magical power, defend your path, defend your purpose. Be very defensive about that. Okay. Don't take no for an answer. You have to defend your journey. You have to defend your path. You have to defend who you're meant to be. Okay? Navigation. The journey is very clear. Make sure you're trusting where you're led. Okay? It's in your power to navigate. It's in your power to defend. All right? So, I am going to close you out. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.